Happy afternoon, and welcome to EDU 480 Week 2 Classroom Assignment Review. This week, the title is Beginning to Understand Classroom Management and Student Needs. I am re-recording this. I recorded it twice yesterday, and we had a chipmunk sound. So I'm hoping today that I can go through this PowerPoint with you in order to help you be able to understand what was said. So let's see if we can get this going. Okay, week 2 says, see if I can move my picture down. Week 2 is the purpose of week 2, of course, is to help you to be able to understand the importance of classroom management and why classroom management should take into consideration the needs of the students. This week, you are asked to develop a response to provide your thoughts on classroom management. You are also asked to read chapters 1 and 2. Chapter 1 is entitled Classroom Management Perspective, and Chapter 2 is entitled Understanding Students' Basic Psychological Needs. There was a quote for Chapter 1 from the Classroom Management in Perspective, and it says, the findings show that students who approach classroom management as a process of, the findings show that teachers who approach classroom management as a process of establishing and maintaining effective learning environments tend to be more successful than teachers who place more emphasis on their role as authority figures or disciplinarians. So if you work with the students and you see that, and you utilize your classroom management strategies as opportunities to teach, your classroom and your students will be more successful rather than you being the authority figure in the classroom and it's a what I say goes. Okay. Also, I just want to say that a lot of times if you involve the students in making decisions for your classroom rules and consequences, they're more apt to follow those because they had input into those decisions. Okay. Let's look at the learning goals for Chapter 1. It says at the end of this chapter, you will be able to understand why teachers are concerned about student behavior and the need for effective classroom management. You will know the factors involved in effective classroom management. You will also know the historical trends in classroom management. You will also learn the significant impact school variables have on student behavior and learning, and the factors that influence teachers' decisions regarding classroom management. Okay, the importance of these goals. Research indicates that teachers' skills in creating a safe, supportive classroom is the major factor influencing students' motivation, achievement, and behavior. Research indicates that teachers' skills in creating safe, supportive classrooms are a major factor influencing students' motivation, achievement, and behavior. Again, research indicates that teachers' skills in creating a safe and supportive classroom. Is your classroom safe? Is it supportive? Are you working with your students? Do you take into account your students' needs in order to develop your classroom management plans? And if so, it will help to influence the motivation of your students, achievement, and of course, ultimately their behaviors. The importance of the goal. There are three major areas of expertise needed by beginning teachers, and they are knowledge of how to manage a classroom, knowledge of the subject matter, and understanding of your students' sociological backgrounds. Where do they come from? And allow that to play within. Where do they come from? And allow that to play within your planning and the development of your classroom management plan and the development of your lesson plans. Okay. Chapter 2 is entitled Understanding Students' Basic Psychological Needs. Okay, there was a quote from that chapter that I thought was very, very interesting. It says, the job of the educator is to teach students to see the vitality in themselves. And we look at the definition of vitality. It's a state of being strong. It's the state of being active. It is exuberant physical strength and mental rigor. You think about that as it relates to your student. But one definition I saw that I really thought related to the classroom management and the classroom, it was the capacity to live and develop and to grow. Vitality causes our students to be resilient because it is the ability to help them to be strong, to be able to bounce back regardless of the circumstances. So it is your job to make sure that your students have the capacity to live, to thrive, to develop, and to grow. Okay, the learning goals for this chapter are as follows. You will know several key concepts regarding students' psychological needs that influence their behavior and success at school. You will know why some students may be at higher risk for having an unsuccessful school experience and why the issues of power and caring are so important in a school setting. The importance of these goals are as follows. They will assist you in understanding which methods are most effective, helping students learn essential academic and behavior skills, and help you to identify the student needs that must be met in order to ensure that these methods are most effective. And you want to think about those two because the importance of these goals should be part of your reflection. Okay. Okay, week 2. All right, so here we go with your week 2 assignment. Please think about and write a reflection on why you as an educator think that our profession should explore and study concepts of classroom management. You may say, oh, that's a simple task. We can answer that in a couple of sentences. You probably can, but I want you to really dig into what you have been exposed to in the reading of the first 2 chapters, as well as what you as a student have experienced in your time in school as a student, and construct a serious, thoughtful response. Really, really think about it and really, really utilize your chapters in order to help you formulate your opinions. And I'm looking for a well-constructed response that takes into account what you really feel about classroom management. Maybe start with a beginning, a middle, and also have an end to your response. It doesn't have to be a dissertation. It doesn't have to be 20 pages. Say what you need to say. If you say what you need to say in a page and it is thoroughly written, then that's fine. If it takes 2 pages, 3 pages for you to say what you need to say, just let's not be repetitive, okay? And also use supporting information from the 2 chapters that you read in order to help support your reflection. You know that you're also allowed to use other relevant documents in order to help you with your reflection. Okay, and as you write your reflection, please remember to edit and check your spelling. We need you to write at a high level as if you were a college senior, and some of you just might be, who is either teaching or about to enter the profession. And always remember, as we said, to edit, revise, and check spelling for your work, okay? Also, we also have a writing center. So if you need help with your writing, please make use of the writing center. Please send an email to the writing center. Please stop by the writing center. And it would really be nice if you wrote your reflection and then had somebody to look over it for you. Your student fees paid for the service, so use it. And it will help you in the end, because once you submit a document to the writing center and they provide you with feedback, you can read over the feedback and it will help you with your next assignment. So don't shy away from the writing center. Use it if you need it, okay? And if you can't get to the writing center, maybe you have a friend that can read over your assignment for you to provide feedback. And I've listed a slide for questions, comments, and concerns. Of course, we're not live at this time with you, but please feel free to send me an email if you have any questions, any comments, or any concerns. Okay, I thank you, and I'll see you next week. All right, take care.